This is how you're going to install a Facebook pixel onto your new funnel. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need to do here is you're going to need to go to, and I've already pulled up the URL, but as you're logged into your Facebook account, you're going to go to https:/business.facebook.com/settings/pixels/. Okay, it's going to prompt you to make these things, but as long as you start with that link that I said at the beginning, you should have access to get to where you need to go to. So now we're going to go down to our data sources, and we're going to click on pixels. And you're going to see we already have a few made here. One of these is not live, and then this one is on our application funnel, which is our own discovery site for Colo and Media, and then this is one that we just made for the opt-in funnel for the Blessed God Blessed AirPods giveaway. So to make a new pixel, all you got to do is click Add, and then it'll load, and you're going to name it. Make sure you just name it something that you will remember, okay? Since I haven't installed it on the main Blessed God Blessed website, I'm going to say BGB main site pixel. And then we're going to put the relevant URL. So we're going to say www.blessedgodblessed.com. You're going to click continue. It's going to load. It's going to ask you, are you ready to set up your pixel? Now that you've created a pixel, you need to implement some code on your website to make your pixel work. Yes, we are ready to do that. So we're going to say set up the pixel now, right? And then it's going to give you 3 different options on how you can install the pixel code. We're going to say manually add, right? We're going to click manually add, and then right there is the pixel code that you're going to want to copy over into your ClickFunnels account for your specific funnel. So I'm going to click copy. Alright, so here's where things get fun. For that one that we just made, we actually want to go to settings, and we want to put this right here. When we stick that pixel that we just made, literally just copy and paste into the head tracking code, you see this part that says funnel-wide tracking code for the head tag. So in other words, for every funnel step, see we have a privacy policy and terms here. That's this code that we just created, this pixel, is going to populate on each of those funnel steps, which is very important. Now before you exit out of here, you want to click Save and Update Settings. Alright, and then you'll see it lets you know funnel is successfully updated. What we're going to do from here is we're going to check to make sure that our pixel is actually firing. And the way to do that is, so you see this little plugin right here? It's called the Facebook Pixel Helper. So you're going to download that through Google, and you're going to install it as a plugin in Chrome, and it's going to tell you if your pixel is successfully running. And boom, you see how now when I click it, it says that page view has a green check mark. That's telling me that we successfully installed that Facebook pixel that we just created, right? Very good. So now let me show you something else. When I click the AirPods giveaway, which is a separate funnel, notice our Facebook Pixel Helper is saying the same thing. Yes, that Facebook pixel that we created separately, you always want to create a separate one for each funnel. It's telling me that that's working. So this little plugin here, the Facebook Pixel Helper, is how you're going to know that the pixel you just installed is working properly. Okay, so everything's looking good there. Now if I wanted to get extra fancy with it, which we do, I'm going to go back to the business settings here in Facebook. I'm going to say continue. We want to manually add event code. You're going to see a bunch of different options. It's very important though that if you're a professional service, that you click professional services, because we want to get as specific as possible with each of these drop downs and each of these pixel codes here. I think the best way to illustrate this is to go to our application funnel. So here on this application page, on this funnel step, right, if you go to settings, first of all, if you go to settings, you will see that across all the funnel steps is that head tracking code, which is that page view that we installed first. Now on the individual funnel step level, the best way to see this is to actually go to the page and use that plugin. You'll see that we've got page view, which is across all the funnel steps, and lead. so we added lead. And the reason for that, if you go over here, you see that lead is a submission of information by a customer with the understanding that they may be contacted at a later date by your business. And because they've landed on this application page, they've become a lead, right? And once they click this button, this is a two-step opt-in. So they're going to get the first name and their email and then click begin your application, and it would take them over here, right? And it's going to take a second for it to load, but notice what we have here. We've got page view again, but submit application, which is an even more specific pixel tracking event, which you'll see right here, submit application, the submission of application for a product, service, or program you offer. So in your particular case, unless they've clicked, let's go back here, unless they've clicked one of these buttons to get to the next step in the funnel, which would be your discovery form or your contact form, I think at the very least you want page view, which we installed already, and the event called lead, right? Because they've become a lead at this point. So where do you install lead and how do you get lead? You click on lead, the drop down, and then you just click copy to clipboard. That little script there is all you need. Go to edit page and go to settings, tracking code, and ours is already installed there because we've done this already, but this is where you would paste it, right? After you've pasted it in there, you can close it, you hit save, boom. Check to see if you did it correctly by simply going to the main page, wherever your URL is, the relevant URL, and click your Facebook Pixel Helper plugin, and it'll tell you lead is successfully installed. Beautiful. And then you're going to do the same thing on the actual contact form, discovery form, whatever you want to call it. Since we already installed it, you'll see that in the settings and the tracking code, ours is there. And in the events manager here, you would click on the drop down for submit application. You would click copy code to clipboard, and boom, you would stick it there. Ours is already there, so we're not going to, right? And then you can, click this to preview that particular funnel step, and you'll see with the Facebook Pixel Helper plugin, your submit application event pixel is firing and working properly with that green check mark. So you are golden. And then once you've done all that, I would say for a service-based business, that's probably all you need there. You just say done. You're done, and it should be working. So if you have any questions, drop them below. I'll try to answer all of them to the best of my ability. And for any questions that I don't know how to address, I'll bring in an expert. How does that sound? Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed.